Good morning and welcome to Unity Spiritual Center, Port Richey. Our service will begin at 10:30.
service team, and I welcome you all here this morning. Before we begin, if you have $1 or more, or even some change, and you'd like to share it with the hungry in our community, please come forward at this point and drop it into the basket in the center while we begin our opening song.
And I know that Sue Riley will be joining you very soon. I am singing one of her songs, Spirit-Led, Spirit-Fed. If you don't know it, the words will be right in front of you. Just listen a moment. You'll catch on to it very, very quickly. A wonderful song to open us up in great spirit. I am spirit-led, spirit-fed. Everywhere and always I am spirit-led. I am spirit-led, spirit-fed. Everywhere and always I am spirit-led. Flowing like the river of peace. I am nature's wandering child. Love cannot be added to me. I am made complete in the divine. I am spirit-led, spirit-fed. Everywhere and always I am spirit-led. I am spirit-led, spirit-fed. Everywhere and always I am spirit-led. There's magic in every day, like the beautiful song. As I'm choosing my way, there's a voice inside to guide me along. I am spirit-led, spirit-fed. Everywhere and always I am spirit-led. I am spirit-led, spirit-fed. Everywhere and always I am spirit-led. I am spirit-led, spirit-fed. Everywhere and always I am spirit-led. I am spirit-led, spirit-fed. Everywhere and always I am spirit-led.
Thank you, Joy. She's our speaker later on today, and I'll be talking a little bit more about her later on. But right now, I'd like to light this candle as a simple reminder. If I could, oh, here it is. That the divine spirit, the Christ spirit, is alive in all of us, through us and within us. So right now I'd like to bring up Elaine Johnson, who is one of our chaplains, who will also be at the end of the service sitting in the corner there, in case you'd like to pray with her. And you know, praying also means gratitude prayers too. So, for the daily word. All right.
Yeah, good morning, everyone.
Good morning.
I'm Elaine, our prayer chaplain for today, and we do have our prayer box on the altar, for want of a better word. And you are welcome to write your prayers on the slips provided in the pew in front of you or on the prayer table in the foyer. There's also a sheet where you may sign up for a prayer call from a chaplain. All prayers are treated with respect and reverence and confidentiality. They're prayed over here for 30 days and also at Silent Unity. We do prayer calls monthly, and whenever we're here, if you just need someone to talk to listen to, we're open to that as well. Our prayer chaplains are available before the service and after the service. It's our joy to just be there for you, open hearts, open hands, for any situation of gratitude, celebration, or concern. And And our daily word today is gratitude. I just want to invite you to take a cleansing breath. Close your eyes if you're comfortable with that. And just go within. Gratitude is my natural state of mind. What joy it is to feel gratitude rising from my heart and filling my mind. Feeling grateful makes me aware of the all-encompassing presence of God, including the divine within me. When I live from my spiritual nature, gratitude becomes a song of my heart. I don't need to wait for a reason to feel grateful. When I live with an attitude of gratitude, I find the good in every situation, the blessing that can come from any adversity, and the presence of God in every aspect of life. Practicing gratitude opens my eyes to the blessings that are present and opens my heart to receive even more. I give thanks for an unlimited world, blissful peace, and perfect wholeness. And I'll just read that again. I give thanks for an unlimited world, blissful peace, and perfect wholeness. And from Psalm 95, verse 2. Let us come into his presence with thanksgiving. Let us make a joyful noise to him with songs of praise. And so it is.
Thank you, Elaine. Well, welcome to Unity of Port Richey, a positive path for spiritual living. We acknowledge all paths to God. Wherever you are on your path, know that you are welcomed here. I would like you to join us all together in our vision, mission, and core values. Together, our vision, a world powerfully transformed through the growing movement of shared spiritual awakening. Our mission, together, through prayer, service, education, and outreach, we support transformation and heart-centered living. Core values, spirit-led, learning, loving, joy-filled, and community. And at this time, I'd like to welcome all the Facebook people and the YouTubers to come if you can. Again, we miss you. And I want you to know that if you like us on and subscribe, that it helps it makes it easier for you to find us, and it makes it easier for us to know you're there. So thank you for joining us today. Announcements today are, so next week our special guest is Sue Riley. I think she just wrote that. Well, I know you write songs, but didn't she write the first one?
The gratitude one was by Karen Drucker, but Sue wrote Spirit-Led.
Okay, yeah, so she wrote
That's
Spirit-Led.
one of her wonderful
Yeah.
songs. You may hear it again, but I don't know. But she has so many new songs, she'll probably.
Yeah, good. That'd be nice to, veil some new songs here. But she's biggie in the music industry, and it's an honor to have her. I remember years ago we used to ride down to Palm Harbor to see her in concert. So she's a real special guest next week. So on September 11th, our speaker is going to be Charlie. He's been here before. Now, after our service, he wants to also stay and give a concert, okay, with comedy. So now I do have specifics about it. Okay, so it's going to start, it says 11:45, and the suggested offering is $20, but remember, give what you can, no one's ever turned away. And we suggest you bring a snack, okay? We don't have refrigeration here, and again, because of the new COVID variant, we suggest you just bring your snack for yourself, and you know it's safe. Okay. Now, Katzen is going to begin. School has begun. I found that out when I went to go, I had it on one of my jobs, and I went to go, and I got right behind a school bus, and I forgot about it. At least 12 minutes late I was, okay? So school is back, okay? So anyway, please sign up in the lobby. Now we're looking for volunteers to help with packing, delivering, and shopping. So now here's what it's breaking down to. So there needs a pickup team who are going to meet on August 26th at Sam's Club. Now, is there a time specific that's good for that, or you wait for a call?
Usually it's at 10, but we got a lot of food yesterday, so we don't think we're going to need help for that on Friday.
Okay, so skip that help. We won't need help for that one. That's good. But we still need help on August 27th at 10 a.m. in the Unity's lobby here to actually get all the ingredients that came from Sam's Club have to be put in these packages. Okay, and there's a beautiful setup. At this time, I just want to, if you would stand up, this is Bob and Riche. Okay, and they won't dance for us, I accidentally said no. But anyway, they're in charge, they've been running this, they're the experts, and they're very, very organized. They love this about them. So, when you come here, there'll be like almost like a conveyor belt that we make, and then you make these bags, okay? And that's probably one of the most important jobs, is to get those bags done. We need a lot of people. There's a lot of food, all right? These are kids that don't have food over the weekend, all right? So now, after they're made on Saturday, then they have to be delivered. So there's a delivery team on Wednesdays. So that's at 9. That I'm not sure how it's going to work. So I'm going to ask you to see Bob and Rita on that. On how is it that we have to get the food into your car, or we need more than one car at this point?
We need more than one car.
So yeah, if you meet up here at 9:30 on Wednesday, again, talk to them about the specifics. They need help delivering those. It's going to be to one school, but again, it's a lot of food. So again, we need more than one car to fit that in. So again, this is a community. We do need your help in this and to keep those kids fed over the weekends. So thank you in advance for anybody who shows up to any of these things. Now, I feel like I'm asking for a lot today. Okay, so anyway, we noticed that the attendance varies, okay? Vacations, sick, company, okay? So there are 3 ways that you can donate and give some money to Unity so we have more of a consistency. So of course the first way is in person. Then the second way is on our website. There's a donate button that you can press and then put an amount in your card. And then there's the one that I personally do, and some of us do, is that we set up our banking that it automatically gives a draft down to the, however you want it to be, but it comes straight from my checking account. It can come straight from your credit card too. And it goes, and then you can do it weekly, monthly, bi-weekly, whatever you like. And then it automatically comes, gives the donation. So this way, if you're away, and again, it'll still make the donation so we have more of a current, flat line kind of income. So if you're interested in that way, please see Gail if you have any questions on how to set that up. She'd be happy to help you. Okay, we'd like to welcome new visitors. Anybody here new for the first time? Welcome, welcome. Yes, welcome. And over here too, cool. Yeah, we have a packet that someone's going to come around and give to you. And then if you like, if you're interested and you like what you see, fill this yellow card out in front of you and become part of our group. Okay. Now, let me tell you about Joy. She's been here before. She's always a delight. And I love her habit. Now, for 25 years, she's contributed original and spiritual music to places like Unity, Unitarian, Spiritual Consciousness, and synagogues in the Tampa Bay area. Her worship services, concerts, and she has 13 published recordings, are always dedicated to joy, healing, and creativity. She believes that discovery is an endless process and one of life's greatest blessings. So without further ado, may I introduce, we're going to play song first, right? So we're going to have, so let's welcome Joy, Katzen.
Thank you so much. It's always a delight to be with this congregation. Everyone here is so wonderful to see some new faces and see familiar faces as well, and I'm always happy to be with you. Starting off with a song, as you see, called One Heart. It is the title song from the album of the same name, and the song is by J.D. Martin, Jenny Houston, and Wendy Wallman. A message of our unity, our one consciousness, all that we give and take to one another. There's a new earth on the horizon, made of light, not of stone, calling out to all creation, you are not alone. Lions and lambs, saints and sinners, best of friends, enemies, woman and man, losers and winners. They are all in you and me. We are one heart, looking for answers. We are one heart, finding our way through the dark. One dream we share together. We are all a part of one heart. Out in the cold, there are faces in blood, wind and rain. We are one heart, one soul, one dream we share together. We are all a part. We are one heart, looking for answers. We are one soul, finding our way through the dark. One dream we share together. We are all a part. We are all a part of one heart. We are one. One heart. Thank you so much. Beautiful message, and the things that I talk about and that I know everyone who talks about from this riser, from this place, is something that we're all experiencing. Certainly something that I've discovered in my life. If I think I'm the only one experiencing it, I'm suddenly faced with the realization that everyone is going through it. And in the midst of everyday busyness, it is easy to focus on solving every one problem, just getting through this to get to that, working our way through this particular challenge, the work, the family, the colleagues, the business, the personal issues, the bills, the challenges in the world. I have to just solve this right now to get to that. And that'll get me through everything that needs my attention. But sometimes, it is possible to become aware of a bigger picture and that there are patterns. Such as everything seems to be touching on the same picture. Everything is happening again and again and sending one message. And for this past couple of months, for me, the message, the discovery was balance. So my husband had to feel that? Balance. Finding the balance, finding the time, finding the energy, finding the desire for all things, and accepting it and balancing it. So for a couple of months, my husband had been complaining of some dizziness and nausea now and then, and just a general discomfort and a feeling that something wasn't right with what he was eating, but also with sleep, and it was affecting his work and his whole attitude. And at the same time, I had been feeling this lightheadedness that turned into dizziness, and then this discomfort, this nausea. Working at the computer was making me dizzy. Lying down was making me dizzy. Standing up was making me dizzy. I've dealt with vertigo in the past, so I know what that's like. I've even taken physical therapy for that and learned balancing exercises, and brain reorientation exercises have been immensely helpful. But this felt like something more. Like there was something more going on. So of course the first thing I did, that we all do, I imagine, is go to the internet and look it up. Look up all the symptoms, which all lead to the same list. Have you noticed that they're on every side? And they don't always feel like they pertain to you. Something is missing. And besides that, my husband had some medical tests that basically revealed nothing, except that he was in great health. There were no specific diagnoses for the kinds of things that he was going through. And then it was actually more than a month of these experiences, combined with all the things that we were trying to do to get to the source of what was happening, when I had a revelation. I suddenly saw a bigger picture. I, first of all, heard the words that we'd been uttering for months. We had been saying, I don't have time for this. I don't know how I'm going to get all this done. I'm so tired. I don't want to deal with this. I had a lot of house issues, contractors, bills, the kind of stuff you don't really enjoy dealing with. In addition to the things that you do, or the things you do for your livelihood. Feeling of overwhelm. And added to that, the words about our physical health. And it occurred to me when I had an image of being on a balance beam, and I realized we were not in balance. We were not balancing our lives. We were not in balance with all the things going on in the world, happening to us as well as what we wanted to create in the world. All of it had come together kind of like an avalanche. But, you know, avalanches are always happening. These things are always going on. So within all that mix, neither of us had really had time to devote to the things we wanted to do, the things we enjoyed doing, or time together. And I saw in that moment the correlation. I saw that the physical symptoms in our life were mirroring what we felt emotionally and what we were saying with our words. And I realized that we felt swamped. We felt inundated. We had this sense of unfulfillment from a whole lot of projects that were just started, or partially done, or mostly finished, or not quite complete. Clutter building up in our world even, with a lot of things that needed work on, or that we wanted to work on, but just weren't happening. You ever buy things to do something, but then the doing doesn't get done. So this whole sense of imbalance had manifested itself in all kinds of ways in our lives. We've been uttering it, we've been expressing it, we've been feeling it, but we hadn't correlated it all, we hadn't put it all together. And that revelation was a major observation for me, a major discovery. I had felt swamped, overwhelmed, inundated. Like it was just a struggle to keep my head up above the water most of the time. Inundated. Covered with a flood. Deluged. Swamped. Engulfed. Drowned. Overwhelmed. Controlled by something else or someone else. It is from the Latin, in undare, in unda, a wave or water, in water. Words fascinate me, and I had to look it up. Inundate. The first known use of the word goes to the year 1590. In connection to water, but over time this word came to take on the feeling of being in water and not being able to get out. Overwhelmed, submerged, drowning. And that is how I feel much of the time. And I imagine that if I feel it, other people do too. This sense of overwhelm, I feel, is another great pandemic of our time. It's a mass disease. It is an imbalance of the factors in our world that prevents us from eating well, from sleeping well, from associating with things we love and appreciate, from experiencing a sense of fulfillment and peace of mind, and it leads to mass irritability. A society that brims with disunion, dissension, and disquiet. These are more words, and look under the surface of the words that we read and we say. Under the surface, pun intended. When one is unbalanced and unstable, one experiences disorder, discomfort, disorganization, dis-ease. The world looks like it's in constant chaos, and it looks like it's coming from out there. It's actually starting in here. It's not to say that what's out there can't have an effect, but the true discomfort is in here, that looks out on the world. The world itself is functioning on its own energy, and one's personal energy sees that world and relates to it and defines it. So I love history. This week alone, I have listened to an extensive audio course on the Middle Ages and medieval history. And I attended a program as well on the history of weather events in Tampa Bay and Florida. It's interesting stuff, at least to me. And while our warming planet unquestionably is causing extensive destruction and unwanted change in our lives on Earth, the planet actually experienced a global warming in the Middle Ages. Did you know that? Because I didn't know it. It's just that it wasn't caused by humanity and industry. It was a natural phase that actually resulted in the expansion of plant life into many areas of the planet where things hadn't grown, the expansion of agriculture that in fact fed a greatly expanding human population all across the Earth. So the Earth actually took care of itself on its own without impedance from human beings, and thus took care of humanity. There's nothing new about sudden and violent hurricanes or floods, drought, fires. They've happened since the dawn of time. They happened in times when there was very little human population. Now they're happening in times when there's a much greater population. It's just that at one time they didn't happen multiple times in every season at the worst catastrophic level. That is something that is new for us. In other words, we really are living in far more challenging times as a result of how humanity has lived. And we are dealing with it. We're dealing with it the way we have to, but also we're given the opportunity to deal with it and resolve it the way we want to. But if you think that there are things that it couldn't get worse, let's put it that way, some things have really improved. Like if you think that injustice or war, immorality, or political rivalry are at their height now, just consider if you had lived when the Crusades were an annual rite of passage for about 400 years, for about 4 centuries. You went off on a crusade every year. It was what you did, to go off and kill all the infidels, who were everybody who wasn't of your faith. Or a time when it was wiser to actually execute anyone you thought was a heretic, just to be safe, before finding out whether that person actually did or said anything heretical. And the 100 Years' War was actually an ongoing series of violent battles between 5 generations of kings in several nations that lasted 116 years. Times have gotten better. We can forget how much chaos humanity has endured throughout time. We've actually come a long way. There's nothing new about global challenges or of the changes that are required of us on Mother Earth and living in them, within them. But we do experience now a deluge of communication, of knowledge of one another all around the planet, constant news that was never known in previous times. That is something unique to now. And it can leave one feeling deluged, swamped. So how do we find a balance? Because there really was a time in earlier eras when at least people lived a more peaceful existence part of the time in smaller communities that were rooted to the earth. And many of us may have lost that feeling. Where do we find it? Well, let's try a little exercise here. Close your eyes, relax, and see a balance beam in front of you. You are staring at that beam. You are standing next to it in your leotards or gymnastic suit. And you are going to aim your body for that beam. See yourself in slow motion, making a somersault onto that beam and landing perfectly. Now, if you fell, try it again and focus. See yourself somersault onto the beam. You land perfectly, flat feet. And now you are comfortable on the beam. You are standing on the beam. You are mindfully walking the beam. And you are balanced. You're relaxed. You're joyful. One step at a time. Each foot is rooted to the beam. Perfectly focused, total mindfulness. This is a merging of thought and emotion and action. As you see it, as you live it in your imagination, your head and shoulders are relaxed, your feet step one, then the other. You breathe, step. Breathe, step. Breathe, step. Now in slow motion on one foot. See yourself pivot the other way. It's a perfect pivot. And you step. Breathe, step. Breathe, step. And now you will dismount that beam. But before you do, in slow motion, jump straight up in the air and do a split. Just for fun. Why not? It's a jump for joy. Legs straight out, straight up, and then slowly down, and the feet land perfectly. Now you're ready to dismount. In slow motion, you look down at the beam, you roll your head under your body and somersault off through the air and land on your feet. Balanced, rooted, and open your eyes. That image can be a metaphor for life. We have to make occasional jumps and somersaults, sometimes little falls. Life goes topsy-turvy. We can't control that all the time. It is still possible to walk focused, in balance, shift responsibilities, handle it all. We are going through this as a human family, as a human race, a human community. And we're working through the disorder to empower and renew ourselves with limitless or unlimited joy. As a human family, we are pure conscious energy altogether, all that is. So in this greater whole, the oversoul, universal force, the source of love, the all-knowing, we are all creating the same balance. At the deepest level, there's nothing to fear or judge, dislike or avoid, not in others, not in us. We are walking within one another's lives and minds. So we are touching one another at every level at all times. So, a daily exercise. Notice your thoughts and words, your physical symptoms, how you feel, and how they correlate. What am I seeing? What am I speaking today? What am I feeling today? And when the feeling is in unda, in water, or overwhelm, speak to the feeling. I don't have to be overwhelmed by this. There's nothing holding me to this thought or this feeling. Not now or any time. I don't have to see it this way. I don't have to do it this way. I can change my mind right now. There is no greater need in this moment than my own comfort and peace of mind. With that, I can handle everything. It is possible for me to relax. It is possible for me to feel better. It's possible for me to feel less pain. It's possible for me to feel no pain. It's possible for me to have all the time I need to handle this. It's possible for me to have all the money I need to handle these things. It's possible for me to be happy. This doesn't have to be a crisis. This is only right now. And I am up to it. It's possible for me to do everything I need to do and still have time to do what I love. All existence is possibility. That's all there is, only what's possible. So walk in the balance beam of life, in focus, in clarity, in comfort, in possibility, and in joy. And so it is. I'm going to take us into a meditation, a short one on that. So we've just done a little meditation through our balance beam, but let's just take a moment to bring yourself focused to your body. Feel everything in your body and your emotions. Feel your body release, starting from your head, becoming heavier and relaxed through your neck, your shoulders, arms, hands, through your torso, down your legs, thighs, calves, feet, all the way to your toes. And into the earth, relaxed. Notice the sensations in your body, if there's any discomfort. It's possible to not feel this now. It's possible to let this feeling go. Any anxiety of any kind. It is possible to resolve this. I can have this answer. I know I have this. It is possible to receive the guidance I need, both in spirit and from human guides for this matter now. It's possible for me to relax and just be here in this moment of possibility. If there is something in your world that has you concerned, picture it in front of you, like a photograph or a painting. And see it break up like the bits, the pixels, the pieces of the picture simply dissipate before you. That matter is handled. It is in divine order. If you are thinking of someone you care about, whom you want to support in any way, physical or emotional or material, bring that person before your mind. Speak in your mind to that person a message of love, of what you wish for that person. Feel it acknowledged. Know that there is love in return and that your love has been received. And feel that image of that individual move away from you in a bubble or a heart filled with pink light of love. These are ways that your spirit connects to all others and with which you are capable, with the guidance and the support of spirit, to find the balance, the answer, the resolution, and the joy in all things. Take a minute for yourself to pray or ponder anything you desire. Experience relief through every part of you. You are relieved, all is well. All that needs resolving is resolving itself, and you are well, and all is well. And now, return your senses to this room, to this moment, and this community, feeling love for your life and the lives of all who touch yours. Feeling the earth's joy, the earth jumping for joy from the balance beam with you, and all the universe in joy because you are here now. And all is well. And so it is. Here I am, Lord, use me. Guide me, fill me, take me, lead me by your will. Here I am, Lord, ready to follow, to serve you, to love you, to be you in this world. Thy will is done through me this day. Thy will is done through me this day. Lord, you call, I answer. I'm open, I listen. I feel you move in me. Lord, I come closer, humble, surrendered, lifted, committed to your plan. Thy will is done through me this day. Thy will is done through me this day. Lord, you call. Here I am. Lord, I come.
Let us prepare for our offering as we remember the abundance that flows into our lives. And for those of you who have filled out the yellow card, this is your time to enter it in the offering box right now so that we can get that. Okay, together, let us pray over the offering. In deep gratitude, I
So this song, by the way, the last song, my dedication, it's called, was by Claudel Hefner County. This song is called Heaven Waits, and it's one of my own. Go forward into the unknown with the joy of what you do. Love your fate, celebrate, fear no longer shackles you. Follow your intuition, allow your heart to be your guide. One step at a time, one mountain climb, for long you will find your path. So wake up and see the beauty. Swing children, chase the butterflies, cross the stream, time and two. Reach out and seize the moment. Feel the gentle leaves of the winter trees that heaven waits for you. You gave the world your most precious gift when you do the things you love. Great success brings distress when money is all you're thinking of. Make choices that give you peace of mind, and the miracles will flow. The talent you work, bless the earth, only you can make them grow. So wake up and see the beauty. Swing children, chase the butterflies, cross the stream in time or two. Reach out and seize the moment. Feel the gentle leaves of the wind and the trees that heaven waits for you. Let go of the need to struggle with life to make an aim come true. The knock at the door you can't ignore is innocence waiting there for you. Imagine you have the strength to remove the obstacles you see. Step out on faith, you'll create the power to change destiny. When you feel that you have reached an end, there's more courage there that can comprehend. Draw out your inner strength from deep inside and watch the roadblocks tumble like a landslide. Wake up and see the beauty. Swing the children, chase the butterflies, cross the stream of time or two. Reach out and seize the moment. Feel the gentle leaves of the winter trees that heaven waits. Wake up and touch a sunrise. Cast the flowing by the touch, by the rain to carry you through. Reach out and hug somebody. Take the hand of a friend when you see these days.
We thank you for being with us today. We trust that you have been uplifted and inspired. Let us thank all that have been here and helped in the service, like Jeremiah and Linda and the ushers and the door person and Gail. And of course, thank you for our wonderful guests. Let's stand for the peace song.
And thank you for your welcome and for your warmth.
Peace
Thank you, everyone.